Hey, what's going on, YouTube? William Berry here, coming at you with another video. For all of you renegades that have recently just joined the channel, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And my continued journey with Ren is going to happen very soon. The next song I'm going to react to is his cover of Neon. I have to hear him tackle a song that defeated me utterly and entirely. Full send, have to do it. Let's see if I can turn this. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's get it. Let's just get all this face in there. I'm so sorry, by the way. Another thing that I want to talk about though is though that journey is continuing, and yes, I do watch through my videos once, sometimes twice, to see if I fuck anything up. And my God, the amount of mistakes I make. But I'm here to tell you today that we're doing something a little different. If you're not here because it's not Ren, I completely understand. But I'm huge into voice acting. Oh man, I can't believe I unsubscribed from Necret. We should probably fix that. I quit League of Legends for about another year. I've quit League of Legends on and off a handful of times. And my kid, Ty, the little bastard, is like 25 now. I've been playing with him since he was 14 in League of Legends. And this fucker always brings me back. As my return to League of Legends has happened, and I'm playing it not nowhere near as much as I used to, but I'm playing a few games a day or every other day. I was scrolling through some of my favorite stuff. I'm huge into this guy called Just Another Nobody. He takes quotes and stuff from League of Legends and puts it to like atmospheric music and stuff, and he really showcases, one, his musical talent to be able to do those things, and then two, the reason why it's really cool is it also showcases the vast world building that existed in League of Legends before Runeterra even came out, or I mean Arcane even came out. I'm saying all of this to say that in like 20 years, people are going to be sitting around like they do with Dungeons and Dragons, but they're going to be playing like League of Legends or Runeterra, like making campaigns of going through those things to the same level of degree of compassion that all of our other beautiful, bright nerds have. I saw this video. This video was so fucking good. Oh, let me actually click to it. This video was so good, I even dropped a comment, and yet a man named Aatrox felled him. When the god died, mortal men are truly terrifying. One of the main things that I want to encompass in my work, or encapsulate in my work, is that men are capable of the most, well, not men, but mortal man is capable of doing practically anything. The greatest goods that our humanity can ever foster are also the same things that we can turn into the greatest darknesses. That's something that my book Ill of Men is almost entirely about. And it's something like a lot of artists, Ren himself has been able to kind of critique this into a real form. And I really wanted to explore the antithesis of everything I hope that a true story can show, and that is in Aatrox. For those of you that don't know the lore of League of Legends, I'll summarize it as super quick as possible. Aatrox was not an aspect. Those are people that have been given god divinity powers by the celestial gods of the universe, the shapers of all that exist. Aatrox, fuck dude, I forgot what the technical term is. He's an ascended creature. It's where they go to Shurima, they approach a sun disk, and then through the same powers that make aspects, they're able to craft an ascended human that achieves relatively the same capabilities of an aspect. And Aatrox was one of those. There's many of them in League of Legends, from Nasus, Renekton. Why can't I remember any more than that? Is that really, that's all there is? Oh, and every Darkin is essentially one as well. The Darkin are people that had to fight the Void at Acathia. For those of you that don't know, that only watched Arcane or don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, the Void is something that existed before the dawn of creation. It existed in pure silence, and when the light of the universe shone, the Void wanted to quell it so it could go back to its eternal slumber. And that light was crafted by creatures like Aurelian Soul, the gigantic cosmic sky dragon that goes around creating constellations, planets, and universes. The lore is incredibly deep. It is incredibly moving. And the Darkin were not aspects, but they fought alongside aspects, but were the ascended people that fought against the Void, that were touched by the Void. When Zareth's betrayal happened and Azir died, the Darkin had no protection against the Void after that. The voices became too powerful. And then eventually they went mad, and then because they were so powerful, they tried to conquer Runeterra. It led to a bloody civil war between Darkins vying for control. Think like the Sengoku era of Japan, where daimyos fought each other constantly to expand their wealth, but through a cosmic lens fueled by a deity that exists in the stars, which kind of subtracts a little bit from the fact that men themselves are capable of such evil. But one could look into the fact as that the reason why these Darkin were so terrible wasn't because they were ascended, but because the Void corrupts humanity. And anyway, all of that shit to say, Aatrox was like the leader, and then eventually united the Darkin against the world, and then tried to end existence. He isn't part of the Void, but he struggles internally with that. And if you ever play him, all of that comes through in his gameplay dialogue. Remember, everything you're about to hear are quotes from a video game where you literally smack minions in a lane against each other, and it's like the most brain rot shit around, and yet the lore is this good. If you liked Arcane, the rest of it's coming. I'm telling you this. I've run my mouth for way too long. I'm sorry I gave you all that background, but I think the context matters. I apologize. Let's get into this, okay? Oh, let me actually click over to the video instead of seeing how terrible I look on a... All right, it's only 6 minutes. I'm gonna try and shut the fuck up and get through this. And this, again, fucked up already. This is not a reaction. I have seen this. I don't want you to think that's true, but I want to showcase the glory, not only of this content creator, but the glory of Aatrox, the world building of League of Legends, and the sublime voice acting that this voice actor put forth. Okay? Just remember all that. Not a reaction. We're gonna go through this together. Yes. Okay.
I have no goodness left. It was taken from me, stolen. I am the nemesis of life. The heavens, the endless skies folding into each other. Where are they now?
God damn it, man. Why is it that a video game about beating the crap out of minions for gold so you can have strong enough items to beat the crap out of the homies in the other lane can come up with a line so fucking beautiful? Well,
the heavens, the endless skies folding into each other. Where are they now? I touched the stars and saw the glorious light of 1,000 suns. Now, blinded by this elegance, how could my purpose be anything but dark?
come on, man. I can't be the only one that is blown away by this. This line is fucking beautiful. I touched the stars, saw the glorious light of 1,000 suns. Now blinded by this elegance, how could my purpose be? How could my purpose be anything but dark? It's like when you look at something that is so beautiful, the rest of the world pales in comparison. Like, fuck, dude, this is for a video game. There's no reason, one, that this guy didn't have to go so fucking hard in that line delivery. Two, that shit had to be written as if it was a goddamn piece of poetry. Like, some people turn the voices off when they play because it affects with their streams or they can't hear their buddies in Discord. This is one of the only games where I don't turn down the game volume all the way because I want to hear these little glimpses into the fucking world that is Runeterra.
How could my purpose be anything but dark. I march to death. For I wish it was my own.
Like, the guy is such a compelling villain because, like, you could understand why he became the monster that he is. It's like so easy to see. Like, all of his purpose was stripped away. He just wants to die, but he now has an immortal body that cannot die. He wishes someone wouldn't pick up the sword and resurrect him, because when he exists, when he understands that level of corruption and evil that is out there, and he's heard the whispers of the void, he knows that if it all drowns, no more pain, no more suffering. Like, come on, man. Ah, my toe!
I am but an unholy copy of life, a mockery of its freedom.
Fuck.
And born in the cruel betrayal of the noble ideals I would have served.
Like, come on, like, look, he's even sympathetic here. I am but an unholy copy of life. He admits that what he's become is bad. A mockery of life's freedom, because now he's chained to that same destructive power, that force that he's compelled to follow. Born in the cruelty of the noble ideas I would have served. He's literally telling you that he wish he could have gone back to just be the knight he was, but going through the life that he had, going through the torment of becoming the Darken and losing everything and the sins that he has committed, he can never be that guy. And he dreams of the day that was a possibility, almost like he's reminiscing of a former lover. This is fucking beautiful, bro.
A mockery of its freedom. And born in the cruel betrayal of the noble ideals I would have served. I stood against the void. Now I would welcome it.
Fuck!
Am I the abyss? Or did I gaze into it?
Brother, this is for a video game. What a deep philosophical question for a fucking video game where people that play it don't even know how to fucking read their abilities, bro. Why is Riot so good at forming art, bro? People complain about this rework, and it makes me want to take a shotgun to my fucking face. The gameplay is not the same. This guy is so much a better character. You know what Darken used to be? Aliens that were from another planet that come down and they appear as angels, but they were really big and bad, scary. That's what the lore was. This is so much better in every conceivable way, but sweaty nerds that are like, well, I like being able to punch the ground with my face. Fuck you. Oh my God.
No, I would welcome it. Am I the abyss? Or did I gaze into it? No beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity. But I know none.
No beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity. But I know none, and therefore I am no beast. Bro. I wouldn't even be able to read that in like a dope way. Like that's... Brother. My idiot peasant brain barely understands it. I get it, but fuck, like...
No beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity. But I know none, and therefore am no beast. How far I have fallen! Have God reduced to a prisoner!
So that's a cool line for a few different reasons. One, he could be a prisoner trapped in a darkened body, stuck in an everlasting torment that will never end. And two, this could be after a rebirth because now he's physically trapped in the sword. The body you see here on the screen is just one of many hosts. When you pick up the sword, much like Soul Edge and Soul Calibur, it takes you over, and Aatrox exists within it. Such layered writing that is compelling and beautiful, man.
How far I have fallen! Have God reduced to a prisoner!
So much pain in his voice.
Cursed form, this crude decaying flesh! I yield it!
I thought he said I wield it in game. I loathe it? Ah!
Decaying flesh! I yield it! My suffering, I will make it bloom. As long as this form lives, I will punish them.
Again, a sympathetic villain. Like, yes, he literally wants to end all life. Yes, if you met this dude at a bar, he's shoving that sword up your ass. Like, that's just the way it works, right? There's nothing like good about this character. There doesn't need to be. He's a character that lost literally everything. A once noble warrior fighting for the land, fighting for the kingdom of Shurima, trying to, keep Azir's promise to the world alive. You're talking about a kingdom that had slaves. You're talking about a kingdom that wasn't wholly good, as no kingdom ever is. I live in America. America funds a lot of terrible shit around the globe. That doesn't mean I don't love my country. And it doesn't mean I don't love my countrymen. But we can admit that there are atrocities that every government has ever committed. Shurima is no different. Some atrocities are way worse. Yes. There's a scale there, okay? Hands down. But people love the things they fight for, typically. Aatrox believed in a thing. He stood against the void. He stood against abominations from another dimension. That's whole purpose was to shut out the light. He killed these things. It infected him. It drove him mad. But Azir kept all that at bay. But another person writhing for power for a good reason, he wanted to end slavery in Shurima. He believed in that. And Azir promised he would, but he didn't do it quick enough. And I'm sorry, people were suffering. Xerath is another compelling character. Nowhere near as compelling as Aatrox, but Xerath's betrayal of Azir wasn't wholly malice. Good villains have elements of truth and justice in them. The reason why they're villains is because it's corrupted and twisted in a perverse way. Aatrox wants to end suffering, but the way that he wants to end suffering is by giving that suffering to everybody. If everyone's suffering, then it's just the norm. It is a dark, disgusting thought, but somewhere within that logic, it is logical. It's the same thing. Like I think, what was that TV movie, The Incredibles, when everyone's super, then no one is. The idea permeates through this character's total design. He is not bad for the sake of being bad. He is bad because he was driven to that. And at some extent, by his own doing. Acathia released the Void not because they were evil, because they were scared, and because Shurima was an empire that again had slaves. Acathia didn't want to become enslaved to this kingdom. And so they did the one thing that they thought they could do. This world's version of a goddamn nuclear warhead. They summoned the Void. And it nearly destroyed everything. The ambitions of men left unchecked destroy. Hands down.
As long as this form lives, I will punish them. See what beasts they have reduced us to. Creatures of flesh sustained only by this filth, blood, and form. Tricked into this existence. Fall slave entrapped by endless life. I shall become a beast, feeding on their destruction and making them lament my unholy birth.
Are you not getting goosebumps listening to this man talk? Am I the only one? Am I insane? Like, this has 2 million views, dog. 2.2. It has 39,000 likes. Do people not exist? Is the internet real? Like, I'm so confused how 2 million people watch this and didn't go, fuck yeah, bro. This is fucking art for a video game.
The destruction and making them lament my unholy birth. I beg, let some challenge me today, so that I may tear out their hearts. Pray, let me watch them die, eyes knowing they served my dark purpose. The only peace I seek is death. Patience, Aatrox, patience! So freedom will come.
Even the music is building up in unison with his voice. Each cry is far more desperate than the last, and the swelling of the music is matching the intensity of what's being said. The man here, I'm not going to try and say his name again, is encapsulating all of this so well. He's capturing almost like the mythic rise of the devil within. For as haunting as that is.
Patience! So freedom will come. I will render these mortals' forms into my own. I will snuff out the light. I shall make darkness eternal. I must destroy even hope.
I feel like he is somewhat way more connected to the abyss than he thinks he is, wanting darkness to remain eternal. That's like the same exact thing the Void wants to do. This is a compelling thing, man. I like it. I fuck with this. This is so good, dude. This is so good.
Eternal. I must destroy even hope. I cannot die until all life ends. I shall become a beast, feeding on their destruction and making them lament my unholy birth. I will drown them in oceans of blood. Cleave through them, Aatrox! Crush their skulls! Shatter their ribs! Disembowel their very souls! Our vengeance is at hand! They shall not rob us of our nobility! We shall stand and spit venom at our tormentors for eternity!
God damn! There is so much emotion here, brother. Jesus. When I say for a video game, I'm not saying video games aren't art. There are video games out there that are purely art. Anyone that can look at it and be like, God damn. League of Legends wasn't meant to be that way. It became that way because the community pushed it in that direction. Initially, League of Legends was a goofy ass fucking game where every girl looked like a goddamn stripper, and you know, Ramos still only has like 5 lines of dialogue. It was wacky, it was adorable. The community built it up into this mythical creature, and Riot, to the best of their ability, for the amount of flaws they've been showcasing lately, and their ability to listen to that community, which is also very much appreciative. The ability to build upon that foundation into something so mythic. no matter what you think about League of Legends as a game, or even as certain individuals at Riot who aren't really good people, I think they've cleaned it up a lot, but still there's a lot of mistakes being made, and they've mishandled a bunch of things, as any company does throughout its 12, 14 years worth of being around. No, it's way old. It should be older than that because I've played for 12 years. It's like 15 years at this point. They've made a lot of mistakes. They've fucked over artists, fired voice actors, destroyed their story multiple times. But through all of that bullshit, you get to see glimpses of greatness. When I make the comment in a video game, I'm talking about how League is perceived by the world at large. League is just a dumb game where people go in and you get the most... my apologies. These Red Bulls, dude. You get the worst insults you've ever heard. The amount of people that told me to kill myself in League of Legends far outpales anything else. I have gotten into so many heated conversations over League of Legends. I've seen friendships end over this game. This game is toxicity. This game is the abyss, and we all gaze into it every time we log in. And through all of that, there's still an amazing community that loves and cherishes this very thing. It's a perplexing thing. I might have Stockholm Syndrome. It's very possible. But the fact that they can put in so much charisma, especially in a character that I never really cared about, especially in a character that is the antithesis of all the things I believe in, and still make him so compelling that I not only watched this video of my own free will, no one sent this to me, not only did I enjoy it enough to comment it, I also put it in our Discord showing it to my friends, and not only all of that, now I am here talking about it in a YouTube video because this video is so fucking goddamn good, and I don't even like Aatrox as a character. And yet this is such a beautiful fucking thing. Aatrox is so well written. He is such a good... I don't even like playing him. He sucks. I don't like him at all. He's like Riven, but less fun. And I don't even like Riven. Oh, like, Jesus, man. I cannot explain to you through any words. I don't have the capability to do so. How well this feels to hear. Especially because I liked Pantheon so much, it brought me back after I had quit for a year. His rework was so fucking good, the day it came out, I came back to play League. And then after a while, I quit again, but that's not the point.
Is at hand. They shall not rob us of our nobility. We shall stand and spit venom at our tormentors for eternity.
Jesus.
Let me tear their flesh from their flesh. Let me break their souls, and murder their kids. Destiny awaits! I am Aatrox!
Yo, wait, did that... I did not hear that the first, 5 times I watched this.
Destiny awaits! I am Aatrox!
Yo, are you guys? No, all right, hold on. Am I crazy? Are you guys fucking hearing this?
Destiny awaits! I am Aatrox!
Oh, I'm not crazy, dude. One, cinematic, super dope build-up, and that was an explosion. If you're a nerd like me, one, that's already awesome. Two, if you're a super nerd or a League nerd, do you recognize the noise? It's his fucking ultimate, bro. They worked in the ultimate noise from the video game, from the art side of the game, and then put it in to an actual piece of art. Brother, this is like art on art layer inception. What the fuck is happening?
I am the world ender.
There's the old model.
Follow me into this
so cool.
Death to all! Challenge me, mortals! I am here! Take everything from them! Fight or be forgotten! I am not your enemy! I am the enemy!
What a proclamation. What a decree, dog. I am not your enemy. I am the enemy. Like, come on, dude.
Your enemy! I am the enemy! I offer you victory! I will sever your limbs! I will carve your souls! Join me in death! I am doomed! I am Darkin! Your gods fear me! Become hate! I beg for death! No! I am its bringer!
Goddamn.
I will have silence! I do not obey. I cannot lay down. I will be the ender of all things. I am in a cage within a prison. But this foul shape reminds me of my purpose.
It's almost like he convinced himself through this entire thing to become the world ender. I am in a cage within a prison. Like, that's already layered. There's so much there. But this foul shape reminds me of my purpose. You could read this in so many different ways. Like, the cage is his body or the weapon, and the body could be a prison, or immortality could be the prison, Runeterra could be the prison, the void could be the prison, but it all accumulates into a foul shape that reminds me of my purpose. His purpose is to die. He wants to meet kindred and let it all end, but he can't. So he will reshape the world until there is no world. That is, like, rarely do villains give you not their, like, you get their backstory and you're like, whoa, it's crazy. Here we see a villain's, and not his backstory alone, but like the reason, his motivation, the reason why he has to bring it to end. I can't explain to you how awesome this is.
I will be the ender of all things! I'm in a cage within a prison. But this foul shape reminds me of my purpose. I am oblivion. I am destruction. I am doom.
What a fucking ending. Just listen to the absolute one, his voice is badass. Two, there is a resignation. I think I'm saying that word incorrectly. He's resigning himself to the role that he now has to play. It's not a triumphant roar. It's almost like he's whispering for a hope that he's wrong, but he's not.
I am oblivion. I am destruction. I am doom.
Jesus fuck. And yet a man named Aatrox felled him. When the god died, mortal men are truly terrifying. I have talked, oh my god, 34 fucking minutes. This wasn't even a song, I apologize, let's get the fuck out of here. League of Legends is more than just a game. Most art is. There are so many layers to the things that you take for granted in your life. I strongly recommend whenever you have the time and life isn't too hard and things aren't too busy, to dive deeper into the stuff you care about. I play a lot of Warframe. Warframe has deep lore and an amazing story. Dark Souls is famous for this. Dark Souls is a fun game. You could go the entire game and never experience the story. A lot of people these days are saying that content isn't original and there's nothing out there to really sink your teeth into. I'm one of those people. But then I see these same people play games like League of Legends or Warframe or Dark Souls, and they never dive into the depths of the content that's there. There are so many things that exist out there that are demanding you beg into their complexity. There are musical artists that do the same thing. I recently started a journey listening to Rin, and that rabbit hole has been a wild ride. I'm 2 songs in, and I can already see that this is a man that is tormented by talent that he crafted here on YouTube by watching other content creators. The reason why I say all this stuff is many people are searching for depth, and it's out there. You just got to keep looking. Listen to your crazy friends when they talk about how something is super awesome. Even if it's not something you enjoy, there's something there. And maybe it's not something that's worth your time, but if you peer into it, you might be surprised on what you find. Anyway, I've talked way too much. I'm not going to sit here and moralize any shit. Life is a crazy mess. It's a chaotic thing, and most of us don't even have the free time to even watch this kind of content that's 38 minutes long about a fucking lines from a video game. And I don't discredit you for that. Most of you are parents. Most of you are working jobs. The younger generation, I don't even think is using YouTube. But whenever you get the chance to glimpse at something, whether it is my stuff, League of Legends, or anything else, just know that by doing so, you're enriching the very thing you enjoy. Have yourself a wonderful day. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't worry, if you're one of the renegades and you're somehow watching this video, my next video will be the John Mayer cover because I have to see how that unfolds. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on my crazy adventure called life, and I wish you the best, you beautiful soul.